Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of April 28th through May 4th, 2025. So Pisces, how have you been? Leave a comment down below and subscribe if you've not already. Your first card out is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this week feels very exciting. Just right off the bat, it feels like there is some clarity of mind that you've been having. Pisces, these past several weeks for you, there's been a lot of messages around mourning and emotional processing and really sitting with your feelings, especially when it comes to anything that has recently left your life, especially relationships, anything of that nature. And this week feels to be a lot lighter. It feels like that sense of excitement for the future is returning, and it feels like there's really healthy and amazing communication around you. So aces tend to come out when there's new things that are being begun. So some of you may be starting a new hobby or a new project around the house or something of that nature. It feels, like I said, just exciting, you know? We have the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse. Fascinating. So whenever I see the Knight of Wands in reverse, to me it shows someone who is not really committed. Now this could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you're looking at it. But for example, like it could be an okay thing to not be committed if you're just, wanting to explore life a little bit and, for example, not commit yourself to any one location. Like if you're just choosing to rent for now, you don't want to buy property because you don't know where you want to settle down, or if you are just wanting to like explore different places before you decide where you want to move, or if you want to even explore different relationships and just date casually before deciding that you're ready to settle down in like a relationship. I'm getting this energy of not being so committed. And like I said, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a really good thing, like exploring different options, different ways of doing things before committing to one path. We have the Three of Pentacles coming out in reverse right next to that. So, okay, here's what I'm seeing from this. If you have some sort of trip that you're trying to plan with other people, or this could even be like talking about like a business idea with someone, I am wondering if the other person is being a little flaky, to be honest. Like, if you have like a cousin or sibling or something, or a best friend, and you're like, oh my gosh, we're going to start this business. It'll be so great. And then you keep asking them, all right, like, we got to meet up. We got to plan this out. And you can never get a hold of them. You can never pin them down. That's the sort of influence I am seeing here. So you may be having a hard time just getting someone to commit to like a day that you want to go on this vacation or start this business or whatever. If that influence exists in your life and you resonate with that message, you can get started on these ideas yourself. You don't need the other person necessarily, okay? We have the Strength card. Exactly. Like you are a lot more strong and capable than you realize. And I think you have it in you to be a very strong leader, to be an entrepreneur, to lead and guide your own life. Also, with the Strength card coming out underneath the Ace of Swords, I would not be shocked if there was some sort of powerful conversation that you're having this week that really gives you a great, clean, clear understanding about where things are headed in your future. And there's like an increased sense of security and stability because it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is where things are going. This is really great. And some of you guys may be thinking to yourself, like, man, I am in like the healthiest relationship I've ever been in my life. If you're in a relationship, or this could even be like, man, I've never had a friend like this before, where it's like we could talk about anything, even difficult subjects that are hard to talk about. Like I can talk about without fear of judgment. So I think a lot of you are experiencing what it feels like to be in a super strong, super healthy mindset or relationship for possibly even the first time in your life. You're just feeling very like this is it. Like this is what a relationship, a friendship, or mental health is supposed to look like. I get it now, which is really exciting. We have the Devil coming out underneath that Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So multiple things here. Number one, again, if you're dealing with somebody who's really flaky, don't let them get you down, okay? Just go live life on your own terms, you know? If you're, for example, you're really wanting to go on a trip to, I don't know, New Zealand, random place, New Zealand, and your best friend also wants to go so much, and you've been trying to go for years, and they just won't, like, give you dates where you can plan it. It's like, girl, why are you waiting for them? Just go yourself, okay? Or bring someone else at this point. Plan the trip that you want to plan, and don't think to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm stuck waiting because this person can't commit. Like, don't live your life on other people's terms like that, you know? You're not stuck. And that's the wisdom of the devil, is that, like, it's the illusion that we're stuck in a certain life predicament that we don't want to be in. You're never stuck anywhere. So that is that wisdom. You are your own free will. You have your own free will, and you're never imprisoned. You're never stuck in a certain predicament, okay? So pay attention to that sort of energy. Also, listen to your own intuition if it comes to anyone's ability to be trusted. Now, this isn't going to resonate with everyone watching, but for a few Pisces out there, if your intuition is just saying there's something off with this person, or like they haven't been appreciating me, they haven't really been, their energy has been off, and your brain is starting to recognize a problem with patterns, chances are there is something up, and that's worth exploring and talking about, or just trying to understand on a deeper level, okay? Like, where's this feeling coming from? Never just ignore your feelings, okay? They're always worth exploring, and that is the wisdom of strength. We have the Two of Swords coming out in reverse as your final card underneath the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And to me, you know, this just kind of says, like, sometimes it's not really good for us to chase other people's approval, or to, like, try to chase and force anything. It's like, if it's right, it'll flow. If it's good for us, it'll flow, you know? Stop trying to fix or change people who don't want to be fixed or changed. And another thing I'm seeing here with the Two of Swords in reverse is keeping yourself out of something that you know would create a lot of drama, a lot of stress. It's like, I'm choosing peace, okay? I am choosing to not be a part of this. And I feel like that's also why the Strength and Ace of Swords card comes out, because Pisces, this week you are successfully navigating yourself away from some drama and chaos. It's like, I'm not even getting myself involved in this because this is something that could be messy. And you know what? It's like, I'm seeing you observing from the outside in because you choose not to get yourself involved. And I'm also picking up on the presence of you and someone else. This could be like your partner or like a best friend. And it's like funny how you can talk about these things. For example, let's just say you're married and some like friend or associate of yours like really tries hitting on you, and they're in a relationship too, and they're trying to create this little affair thing, and you're just like, you know what, I'm not even getting myself involved in this person, and you're like, I never want to see them again, and you tell your spouse about it. You're like, that person tried hitting on me, they're trying to have an affair, I never want to see them again. And it's like, you and your spouse, because there's this open honesty, you can laugh about it, you can like observe the chaos that is this person and that relationship on the outside. You know, you're choosing not to involve yourself in that drama and keep yourself around that. So you're like, not today. The devil will not get me today. Not today. So I think that's very wise. And, you know, I just feel this sense of excitement and healthiness in your relationships and your communication. And, you know, sometimes the devil is at your doorstep or whatever. And, I just feel like this is a week of removing yourself from that entirely, which is really fun and very refreshing. So thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life transformation coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.